I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a moment? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, here's a handoff out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Watson now to throw. That's caught downfield by Addison. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing.
Touchdown, Browns! Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to score, Browns 7, Jets 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Browns.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Browns 7.
The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Browns 14, Jets 0.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
A gain of 7, and the Browns first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On 1st down, Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down,
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Watson off play action. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second down and 8. Now it's Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7.
At the Browns' 42-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 36. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Now Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 74 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Now a 3rd and 6.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 61 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 15-yard line.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Watson changing the play.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. And he is going to be
stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 135 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up now on second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Oh, no, he lost the football. Accelerating, and off he goes. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll get out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Is on 1 play. They're up close to midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're... This one off. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass. Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.